Welcome to the Wise Stoic. If you're new here, you're in the right place to build wisdom, resilience, and inner peace. Let's start the video. Wisdom is rare, but ignorance is everywhere. A Stoic man understands that intelligence is not just about knowledge, it's about self awareness, discipline, and the ability to make rational decisions. Many men fail in life not because they lack talent, but because they refuse to recognize their own foolishness. A stupid man is not just someone who lacks intelligence. He is someone who refuses to learn, ignores wisdom, and makes the same mistakes over and over again. One of the biggest signs of a stupid man is emotional impulsiveness. He reacts without thinking, allowing anger, jealousy, or fear to control his actions. Instead of pausing and assessing the situation, he lashes out, says things he regrets, and creates unnecessary conflict. A wise man understands that emotions are temporary, but decisions have long term consequences. He practices self control, knowing that true strength lies in patience, not in aggression. Another clear sign is blaming others for his failures. A stupid man never takes responsibility for his own mistakes. He blames his boss, his family, society, anyone but himself. This mindset keeps him weak and powerless. A stoic man, on the other hand, understands that life is unfair, but that does not excuse inaction. He focuses on what he can control and takes full responsibility for his choices. A stupid man also seeks validation from others. He constantly craves approval, whether from friends, women, or social media. His happiness depends on external praise, making him easy to manipulate. A stoic man does not need validation because he defines his own worth. He is not swayed by opinions, gossip, or trends. He walks his own path with confidence. One of the most destructive traits of a stupid man is ignoring wisdom and experience. He refuses to learn from his mistakes, rejects advice from those who know better, and believes he already has all the answers. This arrogance keeps him stuck in a cycle of failure. A stoic man remains humble, always seeking knowledge, always ready to learn, because he knows that wisdom is a lifelong journey. Another sign of a stupid man is wasting time on meaningless distractions. Instead of building skills, improving himself, or working toward his goals, he spends hours on entertainment, gossip, and trivial pleasures. He complains about his life but does nothing to change it. A stoic man values time as his most precious resource. He invests it wisely, focusing on things that bring growth, success, and fulfillment. Finally, a stupid man refuses to adapt. He fears change, holds on to outdated beliefs, and resists new ideas. This keeps him stagnant while the world moves forward. A stoic man understands that change is inevitable, and those who do not evolve are left behind. He remains flexible, learning, adapting, and growing with time. The difference between a wise man and a stupid man is not intelligence, it is mindset. A wise man learns, grows, and masters his emotions. A stupid man repeats mistakes, avoids responsibility, and stays trapped in his own ignorance. Choose wisdom, choose growth, choose to rise above the foolishness that holds so many men back. A stupid man does not realize that life is a game of strategy. Instead of planning his moves, he acts on impulse, reacting to situations without thinking ahead. This lack of foresight causes him to make the same mistakes repeatedly, never learning, never improving. He enters toxic relationships, wastes money on useless things, and makes promises he cannot keep because he does not pause to consider the long-term consequences of his actions. A stoic man, on the other hand, plays the long game. He understands that every decision, every word, every action has a ripple effect. Before he speaks, he considers the impact. Before he acts, he thinks ahead. He does not let short-term desires ruin long-term success. One of the worst traits of a stupid man is his inability to accept criticism. Instead of seeing feedback as an opportunity to grow, he takes it as an insult. If someone points out his mistakes, he becomes defensive, angry, or dismissive. This attitude keeps him stagnant because growth requires the humility to admit when you are wrong. A Stoic man welcomes criticism, not because he enjoys being corrected, but because he understands that true strength comes from improvement. Closely related to this is another flaw, the inability to control his ego. A stupid man believes he is always right. He sees disagreement as a personal attack rather than a chance to refine his ideas. His ego blinds him, making him resist wisdom even when it is right in front of him. A Stoic man keeps his ego in check. He does not seek to prove he is the smartest in the room. He seeks to learn from those who are wiser. A common pattern among foolish men is living in the past or future, but never the present. Some dwell on past failures, using them as an excuse to remain stuck. Others fantasize about an unrealistic future without putting in the work to achieve it. The Stoic man understands that only the present moment holds power. He learns from the past, plans for the future, but acts in the now. Because he knows that the only way to change your life is through what you do today. Another clear sign of a stupid man is surrounding himself with toxic people. He keeps company with men who complain, gossip, and make excuses because they validate his own weaknesses. Instead of seeking mentors or strong-minded individuals who push him to grow, he chooses friendships that keep him comfortable in his ignorance. A Stoic man chooses his circle wisely. He surrounds himself with people who challenge him, who push him forward, who hold him accountable, because he knows that who you spend time with shapes who you become. One of the most dangerous traits of a stupid man is wasting his energy on things he cannot control. He argues over pointless matters, obsesses over the opinions of others, and blames the world for his problems. He does not realize that his energy is limited, and wasting it on things outside his control leaves him weak and frustrated. A Stoic man understands this deeply. He focuses only on what he can influence: his actions, his mindset, his discipline. Everything else is just noise. Perhaps the most destructive trait of all is a refusal to take action. A stupid man talks a lot about what he wants to do, but never follows through. He dreams, he makes plans, he waits for the right time, but that time never comes because he lacks the courage to take the first step. A Stoic man knows that action is the cure for stagnation. He does not wait for motivation. He starts, even when he doesn't feel ready, because he understands that success is built in the doing, not in the waiting. At the end of the day, a stupid man remains stuck because he chooses to remain stuck. He refuses to grow, to learn, to evolve. A Stoic man understands that wisdom is not something you are born with. It is something you earn through discipline, humility, and self-awareness. The choice is simple: remain ignorant or rise above. Stay foolish or seek wisdom. Waste your life or build a legacy. The decision is yours. Thank you for watching. If you found wisdom in this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with others on the Stoic path. Stay healthy, stay happy, stay connected.